Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my channel. James Cameron's Avatar 3. The first look has been dropped at the D23 event and it's got us all hyped. They revealed 4 pieces of concept art, and yes, the official title was revealed too. But that's not all, they also teased some plot details that got everyone talking. In this video, we're going to break down these concept arts, then what's in store for this and what changes we can expect in this movie. Trust me guys, this is going to be a very interesting one, so hang tight. Alright, first, let's dive into the title of this movie, Avatar: Fire and Ash. Originally, they planned to call it Avatar: The Seed Bearer, but now it's officially Avatar: Fire and Ash. It's a common title when you think about it. Second movie was Avatar: The Way of Water, and if you notice, the themes are elemental. The first movie was primarily focused around the destruction of Pandora's environment, think trees, plants, and nature, and then the second movie was all about water, and now the third one is clearly about fire. I wouldn't be surprised if the fourth movie touches on air. They'll probably unite all the Na'vi clans, and boom, we'll have The Last Airbender. All of this really brings back memories of the Avatar: The Last Airbender animated series, right? Anyway, the official title is Avatar: Fire and Ash, but this isn't just a title, it hints at a significant new addition, the introduction of a new Na'vi clan. In the first movie, we were introduced to the Omaticaya clan, a Na'vi clan that lives in the forest of Pandora. The second movie, Avatar: The Way of Water, took us to the Metkayina clan, an oceanic Na'vi clan located on Pandora's reefs on the Eastern Sea. Now, this third movie is a big one. Avatar: Fire and Ash is set to introduce us to the Na'vi Fire clan. Their official clan name hasn't been revealed yet, so we'll have to wait until the movie drops. During the D23 event, they did reveal their first look in the form of 4 concept art pieces. So let's take a look at those concept arts one by one. Now, starting with the first concept art, we get our first look at the leader of the Fire and Ash people named Varang. She's a female leader and a fierce warrior. Unlike the previous Na'vi clans, who were deeply connected to nature and Aba, the Fire clan is intense and aggressive by nature. They don't waste time with words, they dive straight into the fight. While other clans seek peace and a close connection with Aba, these warriors are something else entirely. Just by their appearance, you can tell they're not to be messed with. And those Yikrans, they look deadly, especially with those horns giving off a serious horror vibe. Damn, these warriors are terrifying, and that's just based on their looks. On to the second concept art. It shows them gathered around campfires dancing together. I think this is going to be a ritual sequence. Just take a good look at them, they're downright scary. Are they really Na'vi or Resident Evil? They give off a serious zombie vibe, especially with their pale white skin, which is so different from the usual blue of other Na'vi people. And those masks are terrifying. Even Varang's headgear looks strained, they almost look like cannibals. People who saw this concept art at the event said it gave them major zombie vibes, and honestly, I'm feeling the same. How about you guys? Drop your thoughts in the comments. But I don't think they're actually zombies. As I mentioned earlier, they're likely a distinct clan, possibly not connected to Eywa. Still, their ornaments and rituals definitely give off a horror vibe. I'm starting to think Avatar: Fire and Ash might be a real treat for horror fans. But this is quite a shift from the previous films. That said, horror isn't new territory for James Cameron. He directed Aliens, Terminator 1 and 2, and The Abyss. He's no stranger to the genre. I'm really curious to see how he'll implement these horror elements into this movie. We'll just have to wait and see. And in the other 2 concept arts, we see the Metkayina clan and the Omaticaya clan joining forces, flying towards something together. It seems like Neytiri's in the mix, riding her Banshee, possibly heading towards a floating or flying village. And in this concept art, if you look closely, it resembles an air balloon. This makes me think the Fire and Ash clan might be living in a flying village. Assuming the Ash people are the villains in Avatar 3, the movie could be setting up an epic war between them and the Water Tribe, marking the first time Na'vi have fought each other in the franchise. But why bring in the Fire clan now? What's their backstory? It's going to be fascinating to find out in the movie. So far, we only know the name of the Fire clan leader, Warung. She's possibly the main villain in this movie and could even stick around for Avatar 4 and 5. Originally, James Cameron planned to wrap up the story with 3 movies, but since it's been extended to 4 and 5 films, Warung could be a recurring character in the 4th and 5th movies as well. There's even a rumor that in Avatar 5, the Na'vi will return to Earth. How that plays out, we'll just have to wait and see, though it might not happen until 2030. But for now, in Avatar: Fire and Ash, Warung will be the main villain. Why are they attacking the other clans? We'll have to wait to find out. So far, the Na'vis have been portrayed as a noble species, but the Fire clan's fierce nature suggests they might be the bad amongst their species. This could very well lead to a civil war among the Na'vis. This kind of foundation was hinted at in the first Avatar movie. Initially, the Na'vi people disliked the other Na'vi who were controlled by humans, but then Jake united the clans and was accepted as their leader. The Fire Clan, however, might not be on board with that. They might not like the idea of an Avatar being in charge, or might be looking to expand their territory by challenging the Omadi Kaya and Metkayina clans. So far, we've only seen 2 or 3 sections of Pandora, but just like on Earth, there could be other groups with an emperor-like mindset. The Fire Clan might fit that description in this movie. There are also rumors that these Fire Clan members are possessed, possibly opposing Eywa. If there's good, there has to be bad, right? Since Eywa protects Pandora and its people, there might be an opposite force helping the Fire Clan. They could be using that power to try and conquer other clans, leading to a war among Na'vis. This setup could finally show us the darker side of the Na'vis as opposed to the humans who've been the villains so far. James Cameron said in the event that in the early films, there are very negative human examples and very positive Na'vi examples. In Avatar 3, we'll do the reverse. There's also talk that Vin Diesel could appear in this movie. Just look at here, Vin Diesel on the Avatar 3 set with Cameron. While James Cameron didn't confirm this at the D23 event.
So will Vin Diesel be in the Avatar sequels?
I love James Cameron. I love James Cameron and I love the series. And I think it's safe to say that we will be working together.
This suggests he might have an important role, possibly as a good guy on the human side. At the end of Avatar: The Way of Water, we saw the villain, Colonel Miles Quaritch, escape after being saved by his son, Spider. This could hint at a bond forming between them, potentially turning Quaritch into a good character, but Cameron has previously mentioned that Quaritch will be the villain for all 5 movies. There's also the possibility that the Fire Clan is working under General Quaritch. Why? Well, if you look at this concept art, one of the Na'vi behind the leader Wurrung is holding a gun and another has a rocket launcher. How did these Na'vis get human-made weapons? Well, it could be a case of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Quaritch might have infiltrated their clan and turned the Fire Clan into his army. This makes me think Quaritch could be the main villain throughout all 5 movies. And of course, these are just my guesses. We'll have to wait and see how it all unfolds. Avatar 2: The Way of Water, a new character named Kiri was introduced who is directly connected to Eywa. She possesses the spirit of Eywa, and so far, the movie hasn't revealed anything about her father. As a fatherless child, she might play a central role in this movie because she can control any creature on Pandora, including predators, flying beasts, and underwater creatures using Eywa's spirit. And since she's linked with Eywa and has no known father, this movie might finally reveal who he is. The way they're naming these films after the 4 elements really gives off the Last Airbender vibes. And Kiri, she seems to have a kind of spirit-bending power. It almost feels like they're borrowing from the Last Airbender series. With the Fire Clan being portrayed as the antagonist in this film, it'll be interesting to see how they present it. This movie is scheduled to be released in December 2025. It was actually supposed to come out this year, but for some reason it got delayed. James Cameron has already shot 9 hours of footage and he plans to use that material for Avatar 3, 4, and 5. While Avatar 3 is heading into post-production, he's already working on the next movie in the franchise. James Cameron has previously admitted that he might not be able to direct anything other than Avatar movies unless he hands the reins over to someone else. Although he has plans in place for Avatar 4 and Avatar 5, he's also hinted at the possibility of further installments up to Avatar 7. Given the incredibly long turnaround time for each film, Cameron will be 77 years old when Avatar 5 hits theaters in 2031. Whether he finds someone capable of continuing his vision beyond that is something we'll just have to wait and see. So how many Avatar fans are out there? Did you spot anything interesting in the concept art that we didn't cover? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. And I will meet you in another awesome video. Stay safe, guys.